Yeah, that ain't a bonita. Beautiful 60 to 80 pound yellowfin on the Hydro Twitchbait. Don't sleep on this bait for offshore. Swims beautiful, casts really well through wire construction. It's a badass bait for offshore, especially in some of the offshore colors like this flying fish pattern. It was the last flying fish that this tuna will eat. We got one on the Hydro Twitchbait. Threw it out there, thrown the flying fish color, hit the surface, 2 cranked, boom, we were on. If you ask, how exactly do you fish a lipless twitchbait? The answer to that is basically any way you want. So it's a slow sinking bait that we make in sizes from 2 3/4 inches to up to 6 inches with the Hydro Twitchbait, which is 2 3/4 ounces, just under 3 ounces. So we make it in a wide range of sizes, so it covers everything from light tackle inshore to big game inshore and offshore species. But they all react very similar, at least in the Yo-Zuri lineup. So in the Twitchbait with a straight retrieve, it has a beautiful swimming action. That's one of the things that really separates it from a lot of, quote, twitch baits or glide baits on the market, is this has a real side-to-side swimming action on a straight retrieve. And that retrieve can be slow rolled, really slowly. That's one of my favorite ways to fish striped bass in the Northeast. With it is just really, really slow through the peanut bunker schools. Or you can burn it and this bait doesn't kick out. It's gonna race along the surface, especially the larger sizes. You can get a ton of speed with this bait if you're fishing for Spanish mackerel. If I'm fishing for, king mackerel, I'll put a lot of speed to it on the shallow reefs and stuff off the beach. And I'll get the jacks fired up on it, get the mackerel fired up on it, the kings fired up on it with that high speed. Another great way to fish it, especially if you're fishing for redfish, sea trout, and in a lot of cases snook, is with a twitch and pause retrieve. So unlike, a freshwater jerk bait, which has a really erratic up-down darting action, this bait has more of a slight kick to each side, but what's more important is the flash in the roll. It's that quick flash that you see in a lot of saltwater bait fish, whether it's, thread fins or, peanut bunker or manhaden or whatever you call all the white bait in your area. That's the type of swimming action they have. They swim and then they have that hard flash in a lot of cases. So that's a great way to do it. And for that, it really just depends on the cadence you want to fish. The cool thing about this bait is it's so slow sinking that you could fish it in a foot of water, no problem. Just raise your rod tip a little bit, speed up your action a little bit, and keep it above the grass, even in a foot of water. So I usually go 1-2, I'll vary my retrieve, 3-4 the next time, 1-2, 1-2, 3-4. Just give it a really erratic action coming in, and based on your water temperature is how fast you want to work it in that type of retrieve. One of my other favorite ways to fish a twitch bait is in moving water, and this is the Hydro Twitchbait. So striped bass, tarpon, big bull red, snook. One of my favorite ways is to throw it straight out in a moving current, and it depends on the current speed how fast you reel, but allowing it to swing into the shadow line. So you see there's a shadow line from this bridge. You can do this at the inlet and let it swing over into the edge of the rips at the inlet, or into the edge of an eddy at the inlet. And your speed really depends on how fast the current's moving. Current's dying down here a little bit, so you got to turn the handle to keep it having the right action, but it's really just a flashing side to side wobble as it swings right into the strike zone, which is that shadow line right there. You can fish this in cranking fast current, and if you were doing that, you would literally be barely turning the handle at all. But in this current, probably need about a medium speed retrieve, and that allows it to swing right into the shadow line. And just with this bigger bait, steady retrieve most of the time, and then every now and then, especially when it gets near the strike zone, you can really almost dead stick it, and then just give it a little quick turn of the handle, which gives it a big flashing motion right on the shadow line. It's a really effective technique, especially at night. So there's a lot of different ways you can fish a twitch bait in the Yo-Zuri lineup, from steady retrieves to twitching retrieves to, you know, swinging it in fast moving current. Extremely versatile lineup from inshore to offshore. It's always in the boat with me whenever I go anywhere, or in my surf bag whenever I travel anywhere. Extremely versatile bait for a wide range of species, and you can do just about anything you want with it. Check them out, available online or at your favorite brick and mortar retailer right now. Be sure to like and subscribe, because we're going to be bringing content to you on a weekly basis for both fresh and saltwater to show you the quality of our products, how to use them, and how to make yourself a better fisherman by picking up Yo-Zuri line and lures. Go and pick them up, like and subscribe. Fish the best, fish Yo-Zuri.